Hey guys, it is me, Phoenix. We are going to do a general read to see where your energy is. Please do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified when I post a new video. Remember, red hearts if you made it through, purple hearts if it resonates, green hearts if you're working on the yellow hearts if you rock with me. Got my six, meaning have my back because I have yours. I'm sitting here talking to you guys and I'm looking at my video, one of my videos that I was just about to post, and it's only 3 seconds long. I added the wrong video because I started over. Yeah, there you have it. So that would have been a quick video for you, and it actually was a good reading. So I'm glad that I just caught that. But anyway, do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified when I post a new video. Red hearts if you made it through, purple hearts if it resonates, green hearts if you're working on it, yellow hearts if you rock with me. Got my six, meaning have my back because I have yours. I am not going to add the ending and beginning right now until I figure out what is going on with it. It is giving me the blues, and with that, I'm done. So I'm going to go ahead and figure out what happens, but let's just tell you how this read is going to go. We're going to pull from the Stargazing Oracle, the Spiritual Journey Oracle, the Shadow Deck Oracle, Evolution of the Soul Oracle. These three card decks are by Maruk X on Etsy, and this is by the Lightworkers Tarot and Oracle. This is the Shrub, CHERUB. I think that's what it is. The Shrub Tarot deck. This is the Shrub Tarot deck. I think you can find them on Etsy as well. Etsy, however you call it. But yeah, that is where we are. You guys do me a favor again. Like, share, subscribe. And I appreciate everybody. Talk to me. I talk back. I know it's been a busy time for me. And I am ending and beginning new things. And it's pretty challenging. But of course, what is life without challenges? We're going to all get through it. So I'm going to go ahead and pull from the Stargazing deck because we just had a new moon and was it a blue moon? I forget what it was. But anyway, that is what we just had. So I'm going to go ahead and pull to see what comes out, and then we're going to go from there. Yeah, again, I appreciate you guys. So with the Stargazing deck, seventh house comes out, but it comes out unsure. Seventh house is about relationships, marriage, equality. It's about business partners, true love, justice, friendships, rivals, and enemies, and also contracts. So you're unsure about contracts that are in the works, or situations that are in the works or you've been dealing with, and we're going to figure out why. I'm going to go ahead and pull another card from the Stargazing deck. First house, unsure about the first house as well. First house has to do with the body, the identity, the consciousness, ego, beauty, character, nurturing, gateway, beginnings, life philosophies, and awakening. Unsure about dealing with egos, unsure about a lot of things when it comes to where you are now, moving forward. And so that is where it comes to you actually having to understand that, the lessons of the past are always your teacher. And the first and the seventh house just lets you know that, you're looking at relationships, you're looking at yourself. You can't recognize yourself, especially when it comes to discover the mirrored facades. You're discovering the mirrored facades of who you are. You're understanding who you are, and that has to do with Pisces energy, your dreams, your emotions, your visions, how you see things, the illusions, how you escape things, how the confusion of life and the mysterious energies of life, also how you're compassionate, how you heal, and how you use your intuition. Pisces energy, that is where you are when it comes to the moon energy. So the unknown is what causes you, Jupiter energy, to look at really what you value. And it's your first and your second house, your seventh house. Your first and your seventh house has to do with your identity and dealing with other people. And also the seventh house, your relationships. So that is kind of how I see that. Okay, yeah. So Jupiter, my camera cut off, so that's what happened. I said hold on, or did something, and it just all of a sudden cut off. So yeah, there you have it. We're in the Jupiter. So the Jupiter at the bottom of the deck just lets you know what you value. You value marriage, you value relationships, you value even situationships, you value business agreements, you value work, you value friendship, and you value the contracts that you put yourself into. But most of all, you value how people see you. And it's not like you care, but you care about others. You care about how somebody may think that your ego is in play or in swing. But again, you're discovering the myriad facets of who you are. What does myriad mean? Yep. Pull out the dictionary again. This is how we do it, right? We want to understand to overstand, right? Overstand to understand, so that we'll know that we're just not spewing things and just getting things out there just because we have a platform to do it. No, we're going to understand and learn together. I don't know what myriad is, and if you do, that's good. Let me know, but we're going to learn together. A countless or extremely great number networks connecting a myriad of computers. It says countless or extreme in great numbers, the myriad lights of the city. So you're discovering the, what is it? Great number facades of who you are. Oh shit, let's keep going because I don't know what that is. And so, just for the people who don't know what facades is, or facade, it's facade. The meaning of facade is any of the definable aspects that make up a great may make up a subject as of contemplation or an object as of consideration. So yeah, that is what facades mean. Facade is like one-sided or aspect of something. So the greatness of the aspect of something, like of who you are, and so that is where it comes with your dreams. You always see potential in people. You always see the best in people. You always seem to dream and heal and be intuitive when it comes, and compassionate about people and the things that they do. But when it comes to your growth, this is why, because it says luck, abundance, growth, success, fulfillment, happiness, travel, chance. You take chances with people. You take chances with people, and therefore, when it comes to the chances that you take, I just told my son the other day, he has a sign in his room, and we were talking about something about me being controlling, of course, right? And I told him, you miss 100% of the shots. You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. You have to take chances in certain situations, and this could be being optimistic and exploring and taking a chance to do things. And this is about success. This is about growth. This is how you see things. But when it comes to certain situations, when it comes to your relationship situationships and how you see and how you deal with ego, now that is where you have to learn from certain situations. So that's why we're going to go ahead and pull from the shadow deck. Yeah, it's just a matter of why we get to a situation. Look, the fake shadow keeps coming out in all of these reads. That this is like my third time having that this week. Depressed shadow. So the depressed shadow is here. See, these energies start to depress you when you start to feel the need to have to pull back your energy and also look at things and be unsure about situationships and relationships and friendships. So it says there are wounds that need to be addressed and healed. Explore your childhood wounds. So you go within, you go all the way back when it comes to dealing with fake people and fake situations because of the traditions. And it says traditional, and then the volatile is here. So fake, it says you will be rewarded when you choose to live a life that reflects the truth instead of living a life created to please others. Again, and when I explained this last time, it was you actually, doing stuff for your parents, doing stuff, and just so that you can keep the peace. And that's kind of how we do things until we start to see ego play its course and start to feel some type of way. But traditional, it says you have the choice to choose what others expect of you or become who you really are. And this is about your discovery. Again, the myriad facets of who you are. Again, who you really are. So that is where you're discovering your rich inner world. If you listen to the intro that I might post actually this time because my video cut off. But it says we sometimes give our light and energy to people who will never really see our worth. And sometimes we have to take our power back by using affirmations, visual inspirations, meditations, and that's the thing. And so this is where you understand where when your fire starts to come out and you start to become volatile, because 9 times out of 10, if I cut you off, you handed me the scissors. It says, before you spring into action, ask yourself if your anger is a friend or an enemy. And see, this is when we calm down, we realize, man, I was cold. And that is how you evolve out of these certain situations. And so when it comes to the spirituality, what you're going to, the spiritual journey that you have to go through in order to understand what's causing you depressed energies and when it's causing you to actually change who you really are. And it's the relationships and situationships that you put yourself in. It's time to purge and cleanse. And so it says some elements of your life cannot remain. Negative people, behaviors, or circumstances must be purged. And so that's when you get to questioning these energies, because you start to take things personally and getting your Queen of Swords energy. And that's when people start to be like, you were never really a sweet person. You were always mean. And they start to feel that way because remember, I let you guys hear the video on TikTok where it says people are upset with you when you reach a point in your life to where you change and you don't fit their void anymore. And that's the pivoting point that you have to have when it comes to purging and cleansing and realizing the myriad facets of who you are, and so that is again the traditional side, what it is, and who, being things for people and not really being it for yourself because you don't want to ruffle any feathers if that's the case. And so when it comes to, you are not at a fork in the road you are at a fork in the road where an important decision may have a substantial impact. And so this is why you're depressed. This is why you're questioning things. And this is why Jupiter, what you value, is being put to the test, and this is why it's like coming up like, what is it that you value? What is it that you're evolving from? What are you purging and cleansing from? And I'm going to go ahead and pull from the evolution of the soul, and then I'll pull from the finance deck, and then I'll pull from the love situations, because it could be in regards to love, it could be in regards to finances, or how you make your income, or just in regards to how the toxic energy that's around you. So there, you have to realize that what you value is being put to the test, and that's where the purging and cleansing. This actually, literally, you see me shuffle, came out of my last read. So now this card, the fake, and I think it was this one came out of my last read, and it is called reckless and manipulative. And then and the other one was fake. Wait, difficult decisions is what came out, and that's from today, the readings that I'm doing that I did for the day or whatever. So the LVL9, hold on one second, my nephew is crying. He in there talking to his mom. Hold on. Okay, so yeah, the LVL3 and LVL10 came out the last time. Consciousness. It says you're becoming more sensitive, begin to ask philosophical questions. Start to act on your own values, and this is you discovering who you are, and that is like the pivot point that you had to have, and that's what you value. That's what you value. It's like literally you're trying to be everything to everyone, and you just have to purge and cleanse and actually become who you really are, because you're hesitant, you're holding back. It says earth soul. I think this was at the bottom of the deck. That's what it was, because I don't remember. Okay. Anyway, sticks to what is socially accepted. Desire to belong to a community. Spiritually evolve here on earth. And so the purging and cleansing is coming because, again, you have to go back to understanding that you've been pleasing people and not really standing out and stepping out on faith, because you don't want to ruffle any feathers, because you know that that's the case when it comes to certain situations. So I'm going to go ahead and pull from the love situation deck to see what comes out, the type of people that you've been dealing with. Or maybe I should pull from, no, I'm not going to pull from here. I'm going to pull from the archetype deck to see the type of energies that you've been dealing with. Yep, it's right here. The archetype deck, and then based upon that, I'll pull from the finance deck, and then we'll clarify with tarot. Yeah, we need to know the type of energies that you've been around, and also, excuse me, look at that. That is, oh shoot, look at that. That's why I say these cards kind of look alike, and then you think about them, it's two of them. So that's for this card deck, and so maybe as a man, I'll leave those there. But in my last read, I can't remember what they were. But yeah, that's the thing. You have to kind of figure out, the type of energies that you've been around. I'll pull one more card. The types of energies that you've been around. Just a friend type energy. Yeah. Um. Yep. The alpha. They take charge in a relationship. Want someone who will challenge them. They control their mind and emotions. So I don't think this is an alpha person that you've been dealing with. I think that you could be running into an alpha person, or you are the alpha. And speaking respectfully, when it comes to masculine and feminine energy, we love and nurture energies, but we want someone to, we want to take charge, but we want someone to um, take charge for us as well. But until we find that, or we'll dumb ourselves down to be in a situation that we know is this person is far from that, because we see potential that they have, because we see the potential that they can be this down the line, but it's a lot that comes with that and behind that. And so the cautious one, you're cautious no matter what, because especially when this person wants to be a friend. So, figuring out and discovering who you are, that's a part of it. Wondering why you want this person to be the alpha male. I don't want to get, I'm not a therapist, but I play one on TV. But you know how they say that you search for the people, your parents in a relationship or something like that. Like you needed a father figure, you needed somebody that, was could lead and to nurture, or in the person that needs their mother in their life. They want somebody to nurture them. That's why they fall in love with us, because they are missing something, some key aspects. And you see this, that they have the potential to be that, but they have so many more layers that they have to uncover before they get there. So the cautious one enter into a relationship, test partners' love to analyze their reactions, has their defense walls up. And that's the fake energies, and that's why, you are tired of dealing with that. And it says sticks to what is socially accepted. You accept this person because you see through this. You know that they're challenging you, and you know that it's a challenge for you to be able to get them to love you. And so getting them to being able to love you is why we stay around, because you see like, oh God, I saw it. They almost broke. I almost broke them. I almost made it. Almost made them say it. I almost made them do it, until it starts to become tiring and not a game anymore. So just a friend. They prefer to be friends first, prefers to establish a solid foundation. They keep romance for last. And this is where this person is only keeping this for last because they're afraid. And that is why you have to understand, when it comes to certain situation, a gift and the right timing. Yeah, it says both of your souls have evolved and have awakened to this connection that could last a lifetime. Your hard work is now being rewarded. So again, this is going to take time. This is going to take time. And the gift, it says, expect a gift, a romantic date, night, invitation. Your time has come to enjoy a beautiful union filled with love and romantic gestures, but it takes time. So that gift will come, and the way the universe works, it might come from someone else. It might come from your person, or it might, they might have healed. They might not. They might have gotten to a point to where you're just accepting it because you're tired of waiting. And so with that being said, you have to understand that if this isn't yours by divine right, the universe will send its equivalent. And so once you've mastered this lesson and really discovered who you are, you will understand why the volatile energy comes out, because you have to understand is that this is something that you needed to kind of realize and walk away from, or learn your lesson about. And so that's the hard part when it comes to dealing with, these situations. Is this the right time? Is this the right person? These are the pivoting points that you have to pivot from, right? These are the points that you have to pivot from, especially when you're in the situation of purging and cleansing, to discover who you really are, right? And that's what it is. It's like the traditions, yeah, Two of Cups, especially when it comes to love. Falling in love, resolution, and the union. Whatever the situation is, any union, any resolution, and falling in love with a new person, place, thing, or situation comes with reminiscing and understanding where your childhood is and why you were able to reconcile so many times. These are the lessons that you have to learn. Hold on, let me turn this heater off. These are the lessons that you had to learn. I have a portable heater in my office because everyone in the house that's here right now, they like the air. So I'm always cold. So yeah, when it comes to the Nine of Swords, yeah, this causes you anxiety, and that's why you're cautious in regards to it. And you have to. It says self-fulfilling for prophecy, which is you discovering who you are. Eight of Swords energy is because you feel like you're overthinking and you're powerless and you're confused about why this person can't step up and be what they're really truly meant to be, which is somebody who you want to lead you, but they don't have what it takes. So that's the pivoting point of you discovering who you are. And so, if that makes sense, let's go ahead and pull from the finance deck to see what comes out, because you have to understand that, that just a friend mentality and, you know, um, being cautious is not the way you want to live your life. So, we're going to pull from the crystal deck. Oh boy, the finance deck, a lot of cards came out. Be a sport. You've been a team sport, but here it is. You are being asked to have more fun and focus on being a team player. That's the reason why you need to get out of this energy and go out and figure out what it is that you want. And that is when it comes to you being social and realizing that, spiritually evolved here on the earth, desire to belong to a community. You're going to find the people who complete you and not deplete you, but it says stick to what is socially accepted. And so, therefore, when it comes to you being in denial, you have to understand that the voice is here. The voice is you get your messages heard and get noticed. You have much to share with the world. So, you could be talking to people and expressing your growth with people. It says consider a career in radio, public relations, and anything in communications. It says there are things holding you back. Um, the only thing that's holding you back in is your inability to speak the truth. You got to say what you want, mean what you say. Promoter, again, you getting out there in the world, right? It says if there is a new idea or a project manifesting, know it has great potential for success. It says a career in nightlife industry events or restaurant industries could be right for you. It says use the law of attraction for money. Be the energy you want to attract. And so that is a part of the pivoting point. It says halt. Things are at a halt. It says money has come to a complete halt, or money is slow in coming in. Don't borrow more than you can repay. Debt might be piling up. And so the real estate is here. It says build a solid foundation prior to building several stories above it. This is the biggest part of this situation. Nobody can give you a gift of anything unless you have your own solid foundation, if that makes sense. Sorry, my TV was up loud. Unless you have your own solid foundation. It says consider a career in real estate, interior design, architecture, and any home business. It says it's time to go back to basics to strengthen your finances. And that's what you're doing. You're strengthening your finances because at some point, the unrealistic tendencies of what you expect for a person to be alpha or situation to turn out to is because it's easier to avoid the things that you need to do and work on. And so that's why it's telling you to go back to basics. It says your expectations in the future are unrealistic and need revisions. Perhaps your vision is big and may require a plan and need more careful thought. You could be setting yourself up for failure if you don't set realistic financial goals. And so that is a part of what you are pivoting for. And it's because you're in denial, the anxiety, the being cautious, and understanding that falling in love in this union is causing you to become powerless and confused. Denial. Perhaps you are insisting that reality be something other than what it is. It says, what are you refusing to see? It is better to live in the truth than a lie. If you've been putting a false front to make money, it's time to remove that mask. And so that is what you're doing. You're discovering who you are. You're being honest with yourself. And that's about purging and cleansing. And it's no more about being a team player. It's no more being that. It's about improving your finances, um, and maybe doing some collaborations or something like that. But your voice, again, you could be, I didn't even think about that. Um, when it comes to social media, let's say that when it comes to living a facade on social media, maybe this could be the person that you're dealing with has caused you financial issues because it says false appearances, actions to please others, superficial, copy, or not genuine. Or maybe this is your energy. It's unrealistic about why you try to keep this facade up for dealing with this person who is only a friend. So you're going to be honest when it comes to this situation. And that's the pivoting point. You're going to say what you want, mean what you say, and you're going to be honest with where you are and say that it's not the right time. I've lost a lot dealing with you. I've lost a lot, and I'm discovering me. And I'm not living this superficial life anymore. And this is about the relationships. That makes sense. It's about the relationships because something is at jeopardy when it comes to your unrealistic tendencies. Always do your best. Practice makes the master. So you're practicing, you're making the master. It says, by doing your best over and over, you can master the art of transformation by doing your best. It says the habits of misusing your word, taking things personally, and making assumptions will become weaker and less frequent with time. So that is what you're doing. You're making a pivot to become the master or to become the alpha in the situation or the alpha in your situation. But it's by you pulling back and also purging and cleansing from situations that no longer serve you and not being in denial, if that makes sense. And so let's go ahead and pull from the crystal deck. Now, remember, I am still going to post the videos of the chakras at the top of the video, at the end of the video, and also the four agreements along with the fifth agreement there. The Shadakite comes out. Okay, the Shadakite says, I'm gonna drop that. That's what I need to quit. It says throat, heart, and third eye chakra, communication, understanding, and amplification. Communication, understanding, and amplification. It says, I trust my intuition to bring me clear and conscious information. I trust my intuition to bring me clear and conscious information. And what was it? What was it? What was it? I think that was this. The facades. What do we do the definitions of? I can't remember. But anyway, let's go ahead and let the soul energy go. I love you guys. I now let go of worn out conditions of lack, doubt, hate, negativity, procrastination, stagnation, sadness, generational curses, debt, bad energies, heartbreak, bad health, and addictions. Remember, addictions can be to a person, place, thing, or a situation. I love you guys.